Hi and welcome to the first video of this tutorial series on how to create animations using your computer. In this tutorial, we'll be making an animation with a freeware software called Pivot 3. Well, here's the program. This program consists of making different animations with stick figures. And you can move your stick figure's articulation by clicking on these red dots. And you can move the entire stick figure by clicking on the orange dots. Now, this button which says next frame will make a new frame for us. A frame is each photo that composes our animation. So, for example, now we'll make an animation in which this stick figure waves at us. So I'll click next frame and the program generates us a frame right here. So then I'll move this. Then if I move the articulation, you'll notice that a gray shadow appears right where our stick figure was placed. This gray shadow shows us where the stick figure was in the last frame, so we can determine if we are moving our stick figure a lot or very less. So there it will be alright. I'll start by moving this. Okay, now our quick animation is finished, and if I hit the play button, I can see that the stickman is waving at me. But it doesn't look so good, so I'll move this slider to adjust the velocity in which is being played. There it's better. There it is. So remember that this slider adjusts the velocity in which it will be played. Then you can do different things with these stickmans. For example, you can, delete it. You can edit it, which will open the editor of the stick figure. You can add different things. I will leave it like this. You can center it, and that's very useful, because if you're making an animation and your stick figure is right here, you can't grab the orange button, you just click center and the stick figure will be grabbable again. You can flip it. Okay, you can change the color of it. I'll leave it black because I like it black. You can change the size. You can bring it to front or back if you have other stick figures. Then I'll show you about what that means. Then you can, as I've shown you before, create figure types. Just click File, Create Figure Type, and the editor will show up. Just click New, and this stick will appear. Now, to create stick figures, you just have to use the tools in here. If I want to do, for example, an A letter, I just have to grab this, make this, maybe grab this, change the options to edit mode to change the stick's length. Then I'll have to make another one from here to here. I can change the thickness by clicking on this, and if I leave it in 0, this, even though you can see it in the editor, it won't be, you may not use it when you are animating, and you can press this button to make it a static stick. So in the animator you will not see this point, so it won't bother you when you're trying to do your animations. And now I can finish my figure by doing this and adjusting the thickness again. Remember that it's not much complicated to do stick figures. You just need imagination and everything will be okay. You can make parallel lines too, but they need to be grabbed to another dot. Okay. Yeah, I'll make a figure type. Let's say this one. I'll delete this. Sorry, I forgot. You can also do circles just by clicking this, and if you click this circle will turn into a stick, and this stick will turn into a circle. But just delete this. I'll save it on my I'll just call it A. Then I'll open it up by loading figure type, and the A appears. Note that this stick which was in here isn't clickable in here, but I can move this, and I could change that, but I won't because I don't care about that. If I change this color, you'll appreciate that it's now over the stickman. But if I grab the stickman and bring it to front, the A is now at the back of it. So that's why you can use the front and back buttons. And you can bring up, for instance, backgrounds in here. So just click File, Load Background. I'll quickly search for one. Okay. I don't know why it's so pixelated. I think it's really small. But this is just to show you that you can make a background. And for example, I'll make him smaller. And I'll delete this. Make him stand into here. And make him move, make him kick. You can do everything with this program. And remember that here you have your backgrounds, and something which has been changed from the other version to this one is that you can use several backgrounds in your animation. And in the previous version, you just clicked on a new background, and every frame had this background, so you couldn't change it. Now if I press this, you can see that suddenly this appears. And you can use these buttons to select the backgrounds you have used, or select the stick figures you have used. In this case, the A I deleted the A, but that it's for it. So then when you want to export your animation, you just have to save your animation, and instead of saving it as a Pybot file, which will be the editable file, you can save it as an animated GIF, because this AVI function doesn't work, so an animated GIF will work. I'll call it stick, and I'll save it. Leave this like it is. Don't even bother on trying to move it. It just works fine like this. So I won't save this, and if I enter in here, I can see the animation. Well, it's not pretty quick because I didn't adjust the slider correctly, but if I come in here and make another animation in which I move this, just to show you, and adjust this like that, then save the animation, it will work fine. See? Okay, this is all on our first tutorial. I wish you'd liked it. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.